Boom. Welcome back to the HallowScream SpookTacular. That's right, folks. It's almost Halloween, and it's time for the Gentleman's Romantic Book Nook Haunted Howl and Scream Spooktacular. Forget everything you think you know about Widdershins, because we're not talking about it this episode.
It's not coming up. We're taking a break from those specific spooks and scares to get into something even scarier, but way less sexual.
In a world where there's only bad Halloween jokes, two men stand against tide and time.
Two men who will dress up for Halloween every year until they die.
Those two men are unavailable. And so, Mac and Lucky here today, broadcasting to you live.
That's right, everyone. It is your favorite hosts, Mac and Lucky, back with a special episode for this Spooktacular season. We're going to do something a little different this week. We wanted to give you something on our off week while we kind of miss the greatest season, the greatest day of the year. Just with a little something spooky for you to tickle your fancies.
Yeah, we'll be back with that last episode for Widdershins. It'll be a little bit after Halloween, so yeah, we wanted to hit the holiday on the head and bash its pumpkin-y brains out.
Yeah, we're going to be ding-dong ditching your funny bones until you can laugh no longer.
I'm going to TP your soul.
There's a few things we'll be experimenting on, just like our favorite doctor, Dr. Cock and Wang. We're going to be messing around with a couple of scary movie titles. We've got a great adventure story that we're going to be playing along with you and us. And at the end, we're going to find out just what monsters we are inside.
That's right, folks. Stay tuned for the end of episode Quiztacular, where it's finally revealed which monster Mac and Lucky really are.
You've been tweeting at us your ideas since then, like you're just a general monster, stop what you're doing. But this time we're going to get a little specific this week.
War criminal, I think, was tossed around.
Yeah, tossed around a little too much. It's very upsetting.
You got traitor a lot, which I thought was undeserved.
It's because of my public stance that I will sell any document to any country for a nominal fee.
You dress as Benedict Arnold every year for Halloween. That doesn't help. What am I going to be for Halloween, Lucky? Thank you for asking. This is an audio medium, so you can't see me. But I'm a larger gentleman. So my Halloween costume options are always kind of limited. I have to pick something within. I'm not going to Halloween as Spider-Man. It's not happening. Unless it's some weird Spider-Verse where they would only show me for a split second of what happened to Spider-Man if he were to lose his powers and Mary Jane breaks up with him.
I'm pretty sure that happened, didn't it? We have that specific Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and he's a lot more fit than I am, Lucky. So it's my choices are the Penguin from Batman. Leatherface. I also wear glasses, so I can't wear a mask. It really brings down the options.
That's actually really upsetting for the spooky movie and action movie industry. Give me a character that is wearing glasses, that is wearing normal clothes, but also has superpowers, so the average man can dress up as such. This is Mac. He shoots laser beams and he looks like a guy.
What's your least favorite Halloween candy?
My Butterfinger, because I don't want to be Butterfingers. I don't know.
I prefer the original recipe, which had used real butter and real fingers. They came up with Butterfinger after a horrible accident at the Crunch Factory.
When the two trucks, the finger truck and the butter truck, collided in the road.
You got your chocolate all over my fingers.
You got your fingers in my butter.
What's with the Simpsons advertising Butterfingers? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Is that real?
Yeah, they're always get your fingers off my buttery Butterfinger.
Is it because the inside of it?
Cowabunga, have a cow.
Okay, wait. Now I don't know if you're telling me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. I just realized that I was doing a Bart Simpson impression and had no voice of any kind for it.
Why would they?
Dough? Somebody get away from my candy. Marge.
Donuts, nuclear factory, beer.
Excellent. All my great Simpsons impressions.
Here's another one for you. Haha. It's the bully kid.
Thank you. Come again. Apu from The Simpsons. Okay. Enough fun and games, Lucky. Yeah, let's get down to business, the movie business. That's where the money's at, not in podcasting. So we're going to take a trip to Hollyweird and come up with some horror movie titles. We're going to use a movie generator. You can play with it yourself over at hauntula.com. They got a great generator there. We're gonna come up with some titles and then pitch some ideas to each other. Lucky, are you ready to make a big break into Hollyweird?
No, I haven't even gone to hauntula.com is not real.
Okay, well, I guess
where do I
assume
go?
that's how it's pronounced. I'll send you the link. Okay, this is maybe less a movie and just something normal. Adolescent Monster.
Is that not like Monsters Inc. 4?
Yeah, it should have just said Adolescent Monster 2, Unplanned Pregnancy.
This is what happens when you defund Planned Parenthood. Ah!
Here's one for us. The Lustful Alligator Must Sleep.
Huh. Okay. It's not so much like a scary movie. It was more of a declaration.
Now, if this were a horror movie, The Lustful Alligator, he's just trying to get some Z's. And probably some lady gators.
I would hope it's lady gators. I'm worried about
lustful.
it going the other way where he's lustful for other species.
Normal women. If this were like a 50s movie, yeah, it would be like a beautiful woman who's got her dress all torn off.
But then it would be like some propaganda film for the foreign menace, the gator people. They're going to come take our women.
Yeah. All the gator people smoke Brand X cigarettes and all the heroes smoke Marlboro Fulls.
That camel gives me the buzz I need.
I only smoke Lustful Gator cigarettes. A real gator in every cigarette.
What do you think they do with the meat after they make the purses? Lustful gator cigarettes. I like this movie title, Home of the Immoral Gargantuas.
Oh, they're immoral.
Yeah.
Because Home of the Gigantuas is nice. That's just pleasant.
Yeah. It's a lovely town. I like to think of it as like reverse Footloose. Like the very strict person goes to the immoral town that's dancing all the time. Like, these gargantuas are immoral. But they're just, they keep their bars open on Sundays or, like they're pretty basic.
Yeah, they're not evil. They're just immoral. So it's like, oh, they don't get married before they move in with each other.
All of them like shoplift every once in a while, but it's like a piece of fruit. It's not really that bad.
Infant mantises. Why is it giving me a bunch of like children stuff?
Whoa, stop the presses, stop the podcast. I have it solely because of the ridiculous length and incredible detail of this title. Flood of the knife-wielding buzzsaw assassin, singular, from outer space.
Okay. And it's not just, he's not scary enough that he's knife-wielding and from space. There's a flood of him.
And also, how does the knife buzzsaw? There's a lot of there's a lot of very confusing things happening in this. This is a movie that I think we could get some traction on.
Read it to me again.
Flood of the knife-wielding buzzsaw assassin from outer space.
Okay, outer space, I get. He's an alien.
No problem.
He came to Earth to use a knife, but they call him the buzzsaw killer.
Maybe he's so fast with the knife, it looks like it was done with the buzzsaw. He's got maybe tentacles, damn it, and they're spinning in a circle.
Maybe he's got some sort of futuristic alien knife that's like a little saw.
Oh, shit. Like a
saw.
It's got like a little button and it like just visit. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. But why is there a flood of the one?
But then, yeah, there's a flood of the. Well, we don't know what alien physiology is like. I don't.
Maybe this is like
not revealed to me.
Maybe this is like a Cloverfield type situation. Like we don't have to explain why there's a flood of it. Like it's an alien. It does this thing. Cloverfield. Stop asking questions.
That's actually a tagline for the fourth movie. Heinous Barbarian versus Blood-Soaked Catman.
That seems like the next WWE match that I feel like it's coming up on Halloween.
The Heinous Barbarian.
Home of the disembodied Invisible Boy.
You would never find all the parts of that disembodied boy.
I like to think of the boy becoming a ghost, right? But then not being able to find his way back to his body because it's invisible. Like Casper with a dark twist.
This one's actually pretty scary. Revenge of the Knife-Wielding Tarantula.
Whoa, man. As if a tarantula wasn't scary enough. Give it a knife.
But then you kill it You've beaten the knife-wielding tarantula. You're done. Or so you thought. Revenge of the knife-wielding tarantula this summer.
You've only chopped off one of these 8 legs.
From the executive producer of The Knife-Wielding Tarantula comes a new chapter in terror.
And then they do the classic, like, scream, like, ah! in the back.
Well, in this one, sort of like in Terminator 2, the knife-wielding tarantula is actually the hero. You're listening to that gentleman's bromantic fright nook's HallowScream Spooktacular. Stay tuned to hear which monster Lucky and Mac really are.
You didn't want to say spooky, Mac-tacular, the Lucky Edition to throw my name in there also.
Oh, sorry.
Alexa, open Choose Your Own Adventure.
Alexa, purchase The Munsters Season 2 on Blu-ray.
Welcome back to the magic of the unicorn.
Oh shit, wait. Oh no.
Whoa, so
Alexa, cancel.
Been playing this without me, I see.
Alexa.
Lucky. Whoa.
Anytime. Resuming where you last left off.
Oh no.
Oh, okay,
How
you said you've
embarrassing.
never done this before.
Says Marie-Claire.
Oh,
She
wait,
hands you
Alexa.
a glass pen.
Change story.
Going back to
I'm glad
the
we caught that
main
because
menu.
I need to know what Marie
You have
Claire's going
5
to do next.
stories in your collection. Would you like to read Mystery of the Maya, The Magic of the Unicorn, Space, and Beyond, The Abominable Snowman, or Journey Under the Sea?
I mean, The Abominable Snowman.
Okay.
That seems the scariest
So,
one.
Abominable Snowman is the scary one. Yes.
Starting The Abominable Snowman.
Well,
Well, I guess.
The Abominable Snowman is recommended for ages 5 and up.
oh, phew.
Oh, that's us.
We're okay.
Audible Studios presents
Hmm.
The
I say Marvel
Abominable
Studios?
Snowman,
Yeah, Marvel's got their hands in this one.
by
Shit.
R.A. Montgomery and performed by Josh Hurley.
I don't know any of those people, but good on you, Josh. This is a shout out for you.
This story is different from other stories.
There's a
You
Yeti
and you
involved.
alone are in charge of what actually happens.
I understand the concept.
There are dangers, adventures, and consequences, all
shit.
depending on the choices you make. And the wrong choice could end in disaster.
Well,
Okay, well,
we want this segment to go for a while, so let's hope that
yeah,
doesn't happen.
hopefully we don't die too soon.
You are a mountain climber. 3 years ago, you spent the summer at a climbing school in the mountains of Colorado.
Doesn't
Jacked.
sound like
Your
me.
instructors said that you had natural skills as a climber.
Fuck yeah, he did.
You made rapid progress. And by the end of the summer, you were leading difficult rock and ice climbs. That
Damn.
summer, you became close friends with a boy named Carlos.
Seems
Oh.
The two of you made a good climbing
Watch.
team. Last year, you and he were chosen to join an international team.
Cool.
The
Me and Carlos.
expedition made it to the top of 2 unclimbed peaks in South America.
Unclimbed.
One night on that expedition, the
Oh.
group was seated around the cook tent at the base camp. The expedition leader, Franz, told stories of climbing in the Himalayas, the highest mountain.
I've been on this mountain before. Let me tell you, it's nothing to laugh at.
Form a great natural wall between India and China. With
You might see
Nepal
some
tucked in
Yeti,
amid
so
the
don't
peaks.
freak out, okay?
The Yeti is said to be a huge beast.
I like your Franz
tells
better.
you. Perhaps a cross between a gorilla and a human. People cannot agree what it is. Is the Yeti dangerous?
I think we
Carlos
can all agree
asked.
that it's a myth.
Franz shrugged. Some say it is. Other people say the Yeti is very gentle.
What?
As
Like a
people say,
tender
it's
lover?
rather sensual. Some people are on this expedition, I'm sure, to seek out the Yeti.
The best proof of the Yeti's existence is a set of very large footprints discovered in the 1950s by a British expedition.
This feet that
No one
large,
has
dot,
ever
dot, dot.
photographed one that I have heard. Franz answers. But still, the stories persist.
It's always this is. I'm
You and
considering writing a
Carlos
children's
decide then
adventure
and
book about
there
it,
to
where
find
they get to
the
choose
Yeti.
what happens to them.
When you returned from South America, the two of you raised money from the International Foundation for Research into Strange Phenomena.
Not a backstory. Just throw me on the mountain.
Proof positive that
You need
Yeti
to know a lot about your
exists.
character before you can
You will
choose your
find
own
and
adventure.
photograph
Me
the
and
Yeti.
Carlos.
That is what brings you to Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal.
Shit.
The next day, you go to the shop of Sengi Podong Sorba, a
Purchase.
well-known
Lube.
Sherpa guide. Carlos stays
Lube
with
for the
Bernal,
mountain.
getting the permits.
Good. Somebody got the
You
damn
enter the
permits.
store, and
Purchase
there,
Yeti
behind a counter
sized
stacked
condoms.
with dried food in plastic bags, tanks of gas for mountain stoves, and wool hats, is Sangi Sorba. You introduce yourself,
What?
and
He's a
immediately
Sherpa.
you like this man.
Oh, good.
He's warm and friendly.
I like when the
And
narrator
recently,
tells me
he
who I
has
should
been
like.
with a
in the story.
Yeah,
Japanese
right.
expedition to Pomori and a French Everest attempt. Maybe you should ask him to join you
Everest.
as you search for the Yeti.
What do you
Do
think?
you invite Sangi to join your expedition? Or do you wait to check with Carlos?
Oh my god.
Let's invite this guy along, right? We need a Sherpa.
How about joining us on our search for the
I can't
Yeti,
believe we didn't check with
Sangi?
Carlos, though. I do feel a little shitty about
He
that.
smiles
And Carlos
and
ran off on his own.
hesitates. Then he picks up 2 sticks of incense. One is longer
No, he's a
than the
hippie.
other.
Fuck.
I was gonna start
Lights
drumming.
them,
Shit.
and a
Damn
rich
it.
fragrance fills the air.
Oh no, he's packing his guitar. Let's get out of here.
You
Wait,
see,
that's not
as one
incense. That's
fragrance merges with the other,
frankincense.
we do not know the difference between them.
Somebody say
Only when the shorter
frankincense.
stick burns out will we know which stick was the fragrance of rose and which was the fragrance of magnolia. You are puzzled by his talk of incense.
Same.
Okay, so that means that he's just like, what, stoned?
It does not mean anything. It only is. You
Whoa.
are really confused now.
Yeah, we really should have had a job interview maybe
Perhaps
before
you
we.
should leave this talk of incense alone and forget about asking Sangi to join you. Maybe he's crazy.
I want to bring him even more now.
I think we should bring him along. We need a
Do
mystic.
you back out of your offer to take Sangi? Or do you try to understand his point?
Oh my god, try to understand.
Okay. So you want me to choose which stick is rose?
I like how the
and
game
which
is like, oh, you want to
magnolia?
invite the Sherpa? Sure.
Is that it?
He's a weirdo. Are
He's
you
a weirdo.
sure?
He's a crazy idiot.
If I'm right,
He likes
you'll
incense.
go. If not, you won't?
Oh shit, we have to guess.
Sangi smiles,
We should have been paying more attention.
displaying gold caps on 3 of his upper front teeth.
Cool.
He nods his head.
Dope. That's gangster
Here
as shit.
goes, you say. The longer stick is Kashmiri rose incense.
I'm
Sangi
so
claps
fucking
his
smart.
hands, brings them up to his forehead, and bows slightly.
I can't believe we
saying,
didn't have to guess.
Namaste, Bada Sahib. I am at your command, master.
Wow.
It is decided.
Was
He's
he
an
interviewing
He will
us?
accompany
What?
You have chosen the right one.
Oh great.
Some things just happen by chance. This was one of them. You asked,
You really lucked out, didn't you?
Annapurna or the Lhotse Everest region? Do you choose the Annapurna region or choose the Everest region?
Let's follow Sanghi.
Annapurna, yeah, Sangi for sure.
2 days later,
Nice.
with
Your
permits
helicopter
obtained,
crashes into the
supplies
mountain.
bought,
The
you,
end.
Carlos,
Go back, I
and
put my finger in the
Sangi
book.
Start the long journey from Kathmandu to Pokhara. 3 days after that, you and your party, along with 12 porters to carry the supplies, are camped in a field high above the valley floor near a small village called Dampus. That night, after a dinner of brown
Dampus?
rice and lentils,
Dampus?
onions, and garlic, you sit in front of your red mountain tents, watching the moon play on the snowy white flanks of Annapurna and Dhaulagiri.
Mac, it's
Wow,
beautiful.
so romantic.
Chilly.
If only
I know,
Yeti
eh?
were here.
You were tired from the climb, but glad to be alive and in this magical kingdom. With the darkened village behind you, you feel as though your group might be the only people on Earth.
Wow.
Surprisingly, you see a light flash on Annapurna.
Shit.
It repeats.
Oh my God.
Then again. It may just be a
Send
reflection or
nudes.
another party, or it may be a signal from someone in trouble. Or maybe it's a signal from the Yeti.
Why would the Yeti be flashing lights?
It's the
Do you
Yeti.
think
Lucky,
it's a
Lucky,
signal?
it's the Yeti.
Or is it just another climbing party?
It's a
it could-
signal.
It could be a signal. We should investigate.
Look at that flashing light, Carlos.
Yes,
Once
Carlos.
again, the light blinks 3 times, then stops. Then it blinks again. What do you think? Could be trouble.
Good.
Sangi says, that could be an emergency signal. but it is very far from here, across the valley and just below the glacier.
I'm glad we brought this
We
dude along.
could go, or I could return to Pokhara and report it to the authorities. How much time would it take you to get back to Pokhara? I can go faster than our whole group. Perhaps
Humble
it would
brag.
take a day, and they would send a helicopter.
Yeah.
Without outside help, there is little we could do if there is someone in trouble. But they may need help quickly. Do you respond to the call for help? Or do you let Sengi go for help in Pokhara?
We should go.
Yeah, I
right?
think we need to go together.
It's an
Yeah,
adventure.
I don't want to lose this guy either. He seems pretty.
Yeah, let's stick together, Lucky. I don't want to.
Yeah, we.
You go ahead, Sengi.
What?
We'll stay here and keep watch.
Wait, no!
Oh, no!
Oh
Vanishes
shit!
Into the dark
I
night.
was saying
He just
no.
lied.
No wind, only the silence.
Oh.
of
Oh, this is why I don't
Yeah.
get to have a say in our decision making, huh?
He just left us.
You hear the
Oh.
rumbling sound of water.
Well,
as it
shit.
flows and drops from the glaciers that embrace Annapurna.
Fuck.
Carlos says, we should go and help them. I feel selfish, sitting here safe and sound.
Yeah,
This is our
Carlos.
chance to
So,
do that. It's what I wanted to
Near
do.
dawn, you set off.
Great
go-
fucking idea, Carlos.
they
I
go
really liked that
anyway
idea when I
without
said
the
it 10
light.
minutes ago.
Son of a
You
bitch!
no longer see the flashes of light. Above you
We're gonna
towers
die.
Annapurna, with her white flanks of ice and snow. The sky lightens, and the stars seem to disappear into the pale blue of the sky.
So beautiful.
Sunlight bursts onto
Wow,
Monte
so
Puchar. It
So
seems
desolate.
To explode
So
into
alien.
gold and silver. Within minutes,
So Yeti.
the light reaches Annapurna. You stop for a cold breakfast of cheese and bread, washed down with tea.
Mmm. Actually, sounds pretty good.
Soon
Yum.
you are at a vertical
Yeah, not too
wall
bad.
of rock.
Char
Above it,
spookery.
you see the face of the ice. Carlos drives the spike in. You both rope up and proceed slowly up the rock. Over the rock,
Wish our fucking
you
guide
meet
was
an
here.
expanse of firm snow,
Yeah.
but under it lies hard, cold ice. On with the crampons. You lead the way, probing carefully with your
On
ice
with the
axe to seek
crampons.
out any hidden crevasse. In daylight, it is not easy to be sure just where the flashes came from, but you have a good sense of direction, so you keep going.
Yeah, we chose not to
Yeah,
come out
really.
here. This is
This is
Big
why.
Crest, and then you see it. It's a Pilatus
A
courier
Yeti.
aircraft, one used for mountain flying. It lies in the snow, crumpled like a forgotten toy.
Jesus.
The tail section is twisted, but the wings are intact. The engine is buried in the snow. Reaching the plane, you open the cabin door. Huddled in the plane are the pilot and two passengers. One of the passengers is unconscious. You do what you can for the people. Later that day, a Royal Nepal Airlines helicopter finds you. All
We're
is well.
Look at it.
heroes.
We did it.
It was the right thing to give help in the mountains. Congratulations for a job well done.
We did end up choosing stay safe, though.
Wait, that's it? You got a Yeti in me. You've got a Yeti in me. When the ice is cold ahead, there's a monster under your bed. It's a Yeti, Yeti, you've got me.
So while there were mysterious footprints, all we did was save a couple of people, which great, but not really that much of a Halloween story.
And then we don't do... Okay, maybe one of those people was the Yeti.
I think Carlos was the Yeti because they saw footprints from where Carlos was, and then how did he get up on a 2-story ice cliff? I think our beloved Carlos was the Yeti.
Wow, what a twist.
We got only 14% into the story before we saved people and bailed.
What's funny is that we did get 14% of the book. Like, that's not an insignificant amount of any novel. And yet, it turns out the Yeti was friendship all along.
Apparently, because there was no really scary element to that story.
And that's why there was only one set of Yeti prints on the mountain.
Because he found Jesus.
Because he found Jesus. So that would have been the only ending that was maybe more disappointing. You find a group of missionaries who convert you to Mormonism. Oh, well, And now the moment you've been waiting for, where we discover which movie monster Mac and Lucky really are. All that and more tonight on the Gentleman's Romantic Book Nook Halloween special. Lucky, can you believe that it only takes 15 highly scientific questions to determine which movie monster you really are?
What?
I know, but the science is here. The time is now. And if you all at home want to play along, you can head over to ProProf's quizzes. And it's just called it's called What Monster Are You? ? Monster Personality Quiz. So,
You know, we might put this in the episode description just so you can have an easy time finding them playing along with us.
That's a lot easier. Do you take the quiz with Mac and Lucky? Or do you close your podcast app now and get on with your day? You've chosen to take the test. You've chosen well, my friend.
Mac, I am slamming that button to leave.
Okay, so Lucky and I we're gonna read them all aloud, and then we're gonna take it separately, right?
Yeah, we're taking it separately, I believe, and then we'll find out where we get.
Your friends describe you as wild and crazy, out of this world. If I had friends, I guess evil.
On a fun typo in that question. This is like the science is very sound with this game.
Yeah, they spelled guess like Dr. Seuss. All hail me or unstoppable. Unstoppable.
I went with wild and crazy.
I guess we could have described each other on that one. That would have answered it.
Your room looks like hell, high tech, like an old-fashioned bell tower, like an dark, scary crypt, like an animal went throw it. Mac, I gotta say, the spelling of this is just so good. I'm so glad you found this incredible.
It's full of, there's little clues maybe if you take all the typos and put them together.
I would say that my room looks like an old-fashioned bell tower.
Well, I'm an animal, and I went through it. Your bed is best described as an coffin, Iron Maiden, sarcophagus, jar, or a giant hammock.
Wow, this is a tough one.
I best described is a good one. It's like, what's the most right answer?
I'd have to say jar, I guess. Your ideal date. A late-night forest picnic under the moon.
Ooh.
A museum date.
Oh,
That's a real one.
Yeah.
Stargazing into the forever.
Mm-hmm.
A sightseeing in the city. Or high-tech computer date.
What is a high-tech computer date?
You know, as much as I want to say the under the moon one to really find out if I'm a werewolf, the high-tech computer date has me way too interested. What could that be?
I'm going to click museum date and hope that I get Wyborn.
Your monster is Wyborn.
Did you picked high-tech date?
I'm so curious what that means.
Date. It means you're on Zoom. Just a Zoom
Oh,
date.
that's not high-tech.
Wow.
I would say like I am in a virtual space.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. So this one's actually kind of relevant to us. Your best friend, Mac, was just kidnapped by a madman. Do you sneak around the madman to save your friend? Blow the guy up and save your friend? Freeze him, vaporize him, save the friend. Run in heroic fashion and save your friend. Okay, well, Tom Cruise wouldn't be considered a monster, so.
Well.
Or use your authority and power to back it up to stop him.
Does that mean you enter in with like the best ass clap dance ever? Like, I'm backing it up. You better let my man go. And the madman's like, the authority, the power, as you're absolutely just crumping.
The madman's got me with a gun to my head, watching the door, waiting for you to come in. No, you don't come in through the door. Boom, ass through the window.
The window implodes, shatters inwards, and two golden orbs? What is that?
Slow motion. He can't even get the gun over fast enough before it's crushed between those hot hands.
Your favorite kind of pet? Dog, cat, el chupacabra, frog, Or television.
Television.
That's so sad to me. That's like a kid's like, this is my
Wow.
favorite pet, and hugs his 60-inch flat screen.
Not like my pet, but my favorite kind of pet is the TV.
I like to have a chupacabra. Sure, it destroys the neighborhood animals, but I love him and I call him Spiny.
I'm picking doggy.
I'm picking chupacabra. No, I'm picking frog. No, chupacabra.
No, television.
I went with chupacabra. I'm feeling like maybe this quiz, I'm worried about the science on this now.
Okay, well, this next one is really highly calculated. Your favorite ice cream flavor, ... S- sweet slime cream, steak and gravy, outer space bubblegum,
Real one.
pistachio with chocolate warts, or red blood. Red strawberry. And it says red blood ... I mean, red strawberry.
So sweet slime cream is so sexual.
That's-
It is so sexual.
I'm trying to become Wyborn, who's not really a monster, but only in the sack. I think I'm going to go with sweet slime cream.
I'm going to go with outer space bubblegum. Just I can't with the slime cream.
Your biggest fear. Okay, your biggest fear, but it's spelled.
You are
You
biggest
are
fear.
biggest fear ... I am fear. Earth germs. Guns. Especially with silver. Battery shortage. And fighter planes.
Wow,
Now,
one of these is like very military specific.
I was going to say that this is a little blunt of a tool for determining which monster you are, but fighter planes, I have no concept what that would be referring to.
I almost want to pick that one because I like the twist, right? I don't want to pick one of these like guns, ooh, a werewolf, right? Make it work.
Of
props.
these, my biggest fear, I guess
Yes,
a fighter plane
guns.
is the scariest.
Guns are fighter planes, but a fighter plane is a flying gun.
is a flying gun. They could also have silver, so I'm gonna go with.
Everybody knows a fighter plane is just a
planes.
flying gun that can almost have silver.
Oh my god. Okay, and the last thing,
Wow.
the last question, and the most important to determine which monster you really are. Did you like the quiz? Loved it. Pretty good. Okay. Lil bad and terrible. It was okay. It was pretty good.
I'm gonna be rude and I'm gonna say a little bad solely for the egregious spelling errors
Typos.
riddled throughout
All
the
right.
quiz.
Are we ready to figure out what our monsters are?
Let's see.
Okay, I think I accomplished my goal. I got as close to Griffin and Wyburn as I can, and I got Mummy.
I got vampire. I'm very intelligent. Even if I can be overwhelmed by darkness occasionally, I'm a leader and I can bend others to
What?
my will.
That's so cool. Are you serious? That's what it says about you being a vampire?
Yeah,
Okay, do you want to hear mine for Mummy?
of course.
You got Mummy. You think you're all that, but it's okay. People still like you. You preserve your shelf never nicely, considering you haven't showered in 5,000 years.
Wow.
Kind of insulting.
It was kind of mean.
They probably did have showers in Egypt.
Wow, Mac. You know, it is true what they say. The darkness is really within us. And from a very bad quiz with bad spelling errors.
I don't know why. I don't know why I picked that one of all of them. I think it's the most accurate, though.
And I will say the records do show that you said this was very scientific. So I think maybe we'll be having an off-mic combo.
Oh, boy. Well, we sure had a lot of fun and laughs here today, folks, but I'm here to warn you about the real terrors in the world. Getting lost on an icy mountainside searching for the Yeti. It's not a laughing matter. If you or your friends are lost on a mountainside, signal for help. And if you see a signal for help, send your Sherpa back to base camp and then go after them.
If you need to send your own signal for help, you can do so at grbooknook on Twitter, Instagram. You can email us at grbooknook@gmail.com. We'll be there for all your frights and fears, answering all of your questions.
We'll be back next week, folks, with a regular episode wrapping up Widdershins. That's going to be out on November 6th. So tell your friends about that. Catch up if you need to. Let us know what you think of this episode, though, by leaving a review on Spotify. Google allows you to do that as well. That means a lot to us.
We don't have any organization we want to sponsor this week, but I do just want to say get out there and vote. The election is in a couple of days. Voting is important, and it is our duty.
Yeah, if you've got that ballot that came in the mail, fill it out, find a place to drop that off, just so you're sure that it's in, and, take responsibility, whoever you're voting for. No, hold on. Let's pedal that back.
Yeah,
Vote for Joe Biden. I don't know. I feel like I don't need to be partisan on this, but just like if you have a heart, a soul, or a brain.
We don't work with anybody
We don't vote
who
for
would
anybody.
be mad at us. So vote for Joe Biden.
Biden Harris.
Save us from
all the
this
way.
4-year nightmare.
And you know what? Just go ahead and vote like Democrat working families down the ticket. Like let's not stop there. Okay, Lucky, that was fun. Let's call it a wrap on that. Do you want to do some quick bumpers for the show?
Perfect, thank you.
The
Yeah.
advertising, just
I was going to say it's going to be important to do some advertising. I've got some good ones written
some
up.
stingers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're going to like this a lot. What's a ghost's favorite dessert? Ice cream. This and more on this week's special edition of GRBN, a SpookTacular.
If you're thinking of listening to the Gentleman's Romantic Book Nook Halloween Spooktacular alone, don't. Rated R for restricted, S for sexual content, and BFFs for you know what.
What do ghosts use on their hair? Shampoo! Join us for the spooks and thrills on GRBN.
Mac and Lucky are opening the vaults this Friday for an all-new episode of the Gentleman's Romantic Book Nook Spooktacular. Find out which monster Mac and Lucky really are this Friday.
In a special one-shot episode, Mac and Lucky try to find the abominable snowman or Yeti or something in the mountains. Do they succeed? No, but listen to the episode anyway.